All right, I'm going to read a poem. 25 years ago, I moved to this little island off the coast of Nicaragua, right off the Mosquito Coast in the Western Caribbean. And I was there for 11 years. And so when I came back, I had some kind of re-entry issues, and I lived on this. I was the first foreigner to ever live there on this island, and I installed the first flush-in toilet there. And they had no cars, no phones, no communication. It was a very remote spot, and so when I came back, it was a little kind of odd moving back into the kind of this land of abundance and availability. And so I wrote a song. The first song I wrote when I came back is a song called Grant's Talking Blues, which is on my first record that I ever made. I want to sing that for you. But before I do, I'm going to read you a poem that I wrote while I was there. I had a little hotel, and people would come there from all over the world. And I learned a lot about travelers and about how people are when they travel, all their little neuroses, how they kind of bubble up when they, and so I'm going to read you a poem called My Advice to Pilgrims first. My advice to pilgrims is tread lightly. Be fluent in the languages of silence. Show kindness to the least of those you meet along the road. And give up your seat on the train to the lame and to the blind, but also to the power-hungry Pharisee who believes a little comfort will ease his monkey mind. Or just stay the hell home. Don't go. Not unless you're willing to meet hunger and thirst and loneliness with the same reckless abandon as a she-wolf taking winter on. You see, we can't really make a journey when crippled with a vision. Instead, we must be willing to allow the horizon to swallow us whole. So smash your idols against the rocks and let the graven image burn. Yes, the very one you have worshiped with all your heart and with all your soul. Because if you really want to be a pilgrim, you're going to have to let that shit go. Well, I'm the kind of fella that doesn't talk much. I usually stay in my seat and keep my mouth shut. But the last couple years, I started getting depressed. The popular culture had me all upset. For a while there, I thought I was going to fold. I was starting to wig. I was losing control. So I set upon a self-therapeutic move. And I picked up this guitar and I wrote Grant's Talking Blues. And there were narcissists on the left and fundamentalists on the right, and madmen in the middle, not a savior in sight. I was overwhelmed by the lies and the danger and the doom. Your king had no clothes and there was an elephant in the room. I seen coddled kids indulged and obese, relating to the world through computer screens, oblivious to the demise of our fragile planet and how the economy was killing it and they were just trying to expand it. I seen the love of money had a nominal effect upon who your kids were and how they would act. Nah, it was the worship of money that was sinking their ship. It made them soft and self-centered and spiritually unfit. And there was hip-hop and NASCAR and American Idol and iPods and porn stars and virtual battles. Immediate gratification hummed a collective groan, promenading through shopping malls while there was a war going on. You'd been duped and screwed by unscrupulous minions who gave away the store and stole the elections. They started that war under false pretenses, then abandoned justice and our poor soldiers in the trenches. I started searching for answers like a starving dog, digging through this culture in search of a bone, something to hold on to, something I could believe in, something to make sense of all the madness I was seeing. Yeah, but all that was there was sentimentality and patriotic blindness and religious banality. Flag-waving fools had pawned the future. Now, they were losing their grip, but still digging in deeper. Yeah, the American experiment, it was on the rocks, all high on its fumes and deeply in hock, stumbling forward through expanding bandwidth while leaving a hideous stain on our national canvas. You see, this is just a mall building culture, and it was in denial. Global warming kicked up, y'all just turned the dial. Bought bigger SUVs, burned coal, fertilized your lawns. But integrity's like virtue, man. You can't just turn it off and on. Anyhow, it was too late, and I despaired and turned inward, which for me, pathologically, is a dangerous venture. But I was lost and unbalanced. Things were terribly wrong. Thank God I found an antidote by writing these songs. And so that's what I'm doing these days, try to keep my sanity. I know this whole touring folk singer thing kind of comes across like vanity, but after 50 years of living, I finally see how things work. You live life forward, but then you have to figure it out in reverse. And so America's a broken dream and civilization's a bust, but I've learned to manage my disappointment and mistrust. And that's the point of this song, that's the gist of all my tunes. And that's why this one got called Grant's Talking Blues. La da 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 da, la da 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 da, la da.